Oh, and it looks like we are live, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you see me? No, you can't. But now you can. Surprise, surprise, guys. I got my face in here. So this is probably the only one that we're ever really going to be able to see my face in because it is somewhat not low quality game, but it's older, so it didn't really require so much of my CPU usage. So anyway, welcome to the stream, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. Very good. I hear a yes. I see a yes. You're not going to hear any of the game because for some reason it's actually one of those ones that knows like if you switch in and out of the screen. So once I get into it, you should be able to hear the game sounds. I tested it earlier and it seemed like it was at a good volume, but I'm going to depend on you guys to let me know if the game sound is too loud or not. As you can see, it is just me, so this will be my thank you, Dave. First, I think solo stream with webcam and everything, and so I'm gonna honestly admit I'm a little bit nervous. So, whatever. This is called the Stanley Parable. I have had it in my Steam account for a while, and I've been wanting to play it, and I figured it'd be fun to try to play it for you guys, and maybe at least you guys can help me go through it, whatever. It's supposed to be kind of like psychological, kind of like just like puzzle-ish, whatever. So I haven't really watched any gameplay on it that I can remember, but I've watched a lot of gameplay of other games, so it could just be lost in the abyss of my brain, which is quite deep and dark and fathomous. Is that a word? It is now. Anyway, so without further ado, I am going to get us started. And plus, this is going to suck because you can't play on a controller. I tried, did not work, not going to go there. So I'm going to have to do this on keyboard. So, this will be great. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I got to shovel my car out, so that was fun, but I think the snow is pretty much done for now.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hello, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons.
Rip. Yeah, I know.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No
Me.
one had showed up to give him instructions, call
Me.
a meeting, or even say hi.
Me.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
This is so my life,
complete
actually.
isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Hi, Rosa. The game's called the Stanley Parable. And we're in. Okay. This is your hair. Dude, I know, Missy. We have to work on that one of these weekends, because, I mean, honestly, it's not as red as it looks on camera. I don't know why it looks like that, but yeah, my hair needs work, so we gotta figure that out. Okay, so Movement's not bad. I gotta figure this out as I go. Oof. Okay, I can't open. I feel like it's the normal keyboard basics, WSDA,
All of his
EQ.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The clock moves, so it's not like we're
No matter
frozen
how
in time.
hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, I turned off the computer. I didn't mean to, but I did. Can I turn it back on? Nope. Sorry, homie. Can't pick anything else up.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Did he just call me out for clicking on everything? That's sassy. I don't appreciate that. Okay. Oh. Okay. Just gonna go around and turn everybody's computers off, you know, save power, you know, save the future. What's that? Like, you can't zoom in as far as I can see. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did. It's telling me to go through the left. I feel like I should do the opposite of what it tells me to do. Yeah, I think I'm going to do the opposite of what it says.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes. Hey, party people.
Ah, yes,
Boy.
truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, maybe I should listen? Or not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hey, Bull. I feel like it's more fun not listening to what the guy tells me to do. Because I feel like I'm, like, maybe the idea of being manipulated of some sort. Where the fuck is this place? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Got it. Cool. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Well, I'll be dead, so it doesn't really matter, huh?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
For her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Is this like a workaholic guy that, like, lost his wife because she was like, you work too much, and left? And now he's, like, slipped into some sort of psychological, like, depression. Okay.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Maybe.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
You know,
You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
I just kind of unplugged it. It was there.
It's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to be...
I'm really good at making wrong decisions.
How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Fourth wall.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and
My
incorrect
hair.
choices.
Why is
And to
everybody making a
think I've
big
been
deal?
letting you run around
It looks
in this
terrible.
game for so
It's too
long.
bright.
If you
I don't
made
know what's
any more
happening with
wrong
this
choices,
lighting,
you might
but
have
it was the
negated
best
it entirely. It's as though
filter
you
I could put on.
completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't
Coda.
have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
This gives me like,
It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly,
like
can also
Portal
be the most
vibes?
dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named
It's not
Stephen has
terrible.
a choice.
Missy's actually
He
my
could spend
sister.
years
That's
helping
not my
improve
name.
the quality of life for citizens of impoverished
It's like if you took
third-world
Portal and
nations.
then took the fun
Or
parts
he
of
could
like Fallout,
systematically set
the
fire
little
to every
video
orphan living
info
in a
things that they would put
30-kilometer
in
radius of his
Fallout.
house. Which choice would you make?
This is stupid.
Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What? No, I'm not no. No.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis.
I don't know if she's
is
still
the
here.
Best
She was
part
here,
to a
but
healthy decision-making
it was just a
process.
joke, sis. Calm down.
Most medical
Love it.
professionals recommend making at least 8
Oh,
choices
she is.
per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
I'm getting the feeling that I have to pretty much do the opposite of everything I'm told.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Trying to see if there's some sort of secret thing here to go opposite of what this guy's telling me to do. That's called the George Costanza. I mean, yeah. Alright, I think I have to go this way. I don't think there's any other choice. It's probably gonna make me go back in the room. Or something.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Okay. Oh, I think it's gonna try to make me go all the way back and go through that other door. It keeps closing the doors behind me, and it's actually kind of creepy. Rude. Okay.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Right. So, like, can I just...
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that?
Because I don't like to
Hurry back
listen.
in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, B, 4, 5, 6, B, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 7, 8, 9, 0, okay. I can't really... I can't go anywhere. Alright, so the door doesn't open. Oh, the numbers are getting all weird on the doors, actually. Oh, look at the office. Oh. Yep, reality. Oh, okay. Yep. I'm fucking up reality. What? I don't want to do what I'm told. I guess I don't have a choice. Alright. Oh, yeah, and see? And now in this way, the numbers are right. Okay.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work.
Yeah.
Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now.
It's so entertaining, though.
Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
Yeah.
To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do?
I can walk on a chair.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have
No,
to.
You don't.
I have to.
Oh, shit. That made me jump easier than the fucking game from last night. I didn't even jump at the game last night that we played. At this one, actually, I wasn't expecting the screen to shake.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground.
Love it.
What, did you think that would be funny?
Yes.
You just had to see?
Yeah.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
I keep saying Stanley, and I keep picturing, like, Stuart from, like, Mad TV. I don't know why.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it.
I
tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That was weird. I might have skipped. I don't know what I just did. Going to the right again.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
No, I didn't do it.
Exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
How many times do you think we can go to the right before it, like, totally gets fucked?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
I don't know, you think I should keep doing this? Like, I feel like it's like keep pushing it until he, like, breaks.
Set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means
I'm gonna try it one more time.
And always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
If it doesn't do anything after this one, then I'll go to the left and see what happens.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It hurts. Like, I totally want to go to the right. I just want to keep going to the right. But I'll do this and see what happens.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Oh, but it was telling me tips on how to not get fired. I totally needed that. How to solve dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out. Aww. Okay, you're lame. I can't keep up with you. Fuck you. These doors. And I gotta go upstairs? Ugh, it's making me walk so much.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, I can't go down, right? There's no jumping, right? Sorry, I'm just curious. Duck is control. Oh, good to know that. Why does it say console? Let's see, whatever. Whatever. Hey, look at that. Alright, well, there's no jump as far as I can see, so I guess we still gotta go up. Can I touch that? Super loud, noisy neighbors. Cool, cool. Super loud, noisy neighbors. This is swanky. The door didn't close behind me. I lied. It did. Okay, rude. This is a weird, I know, red room. What kind of red room though, Rosa?
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Do I actually have to say it?
Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Nightshark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Nightshark 115. I don't know.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it?
No.
But you know what?
Guess not.
Pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted.
I
over
did it
there.
like
Why
5
did you come
times.
this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Whoa.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
What do you mean, the
Are
end?
you listening to me?
What?
Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything.
I don't know if this is real.
You never know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
I'm really confused.
You listen to this? Stanley, there?
I don't know. I mean, it could be one of those, like, tricks to make you think that it's over, but it's not.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
It's gotta be. Yeah, see? The end is never the end. Yeah, I figured it was one of those kinds of things.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Like, I kind of love that, and I kind of hate it at the same time, because I feel like this is one of those games that's kind of like supposed to push you a little bit mentally, make you think like you're losing it a little bit. Cause
When Stanley came to a set
it's
of
gonna
2
make you
open
repeat
doors,
yourself over
he
and over
entered the
again.
door on his left.
But the question is, do you keep pushing like you did previously, or do you just go right for the answer that he wants you to answer? I don't know. Was I supposed to keep pushing on the right side over and over again? Or should I just go for the answer that he wants me to do? I don't know, guys. Vote. Keep pushing on the right side, or do we go to the left door? Blasphemous. Carlito. Uy, mi papi chulo. Ay. Make him past? Make him... I'm assuming you're saying make him pissed, Dave. Yeah, keep pushing on the... Oh, push on the right, go left. Right. Alright, so let's say it this way. We'll go 5 times to the right side. If nothing changes on after that, we'll go to the left side and see what happens. Cool? Cool.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Because it's like that room that you get to with the phone had a exit sign.
Look, Stanley,
So I'm like curious.
On the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really. I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone
But it's trippy how it makes you like think that you're fucking up, or that like that's all that there is. But it literally says it in the loading screen and in more of the description that I didn't put in the YouTube description. That everything's very contradictory, but it could not be contradictory, and the end is never the end, and all that jazz. So
this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her.
Alright, maybe I'll pick up the phone this time.
Truly place your faith in...
Sweetie, sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? They'd want to commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
See, this is what they do. They fuck with you. Even if you make the right decision, it's not the right decision.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oh, 0?
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
What if I press another number? I guess I have to.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Sounds depressing as fuck. Okay. What TV?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths.
This shit's really fucked up.
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Fourth wall!
It was such a wonderful fantasy, And so in his head, he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
That's fucked up.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Are you seeing how, like, you're going through a thing where you're trying to figure out if you're supposed to trust the voice or if you're supposed to just do whatever you want? It gets a little confusing at this point. Because it's like, I can't... There's nothing else I can do.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Does that say,
And I tried
please
again,
die?
and Stanley pushed a button. And I...
Okay.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
I don't know. For some reason it makes me laugh, but it's actually kind of creepy, but like in a psychological way. I'm gonna keep saying that word because that's just what it is. Oop, Skyrim. I'm on the desk. Wait. I hit something. That's weird. I definitely hit something. Like, that wasn't there. I hit a button. But it's not letting me hit anymore. So that's weird. Okay. What if I hit something over here? See, that just turns the computer off. And that just turns that computer off. Ooh. Okay, I guess guess not.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I'll go to the left this time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
That didn't open before.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
There's all these tools.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yes.
Standing around doing nothing?
I mean,
Well,
I'm not doing nothing.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I want to grab a tool that I could beat the shit out of you with when I fucking find you.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Alright, like it literally doesn't let me pick anything up, so I guess...
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Okay. Alright. I guess not. Ooh!
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, he didn't. Oh, that's not creepy looking at all. We should totally not do this, but we're good. Hello. This looks cozy. It's a car.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see
Yes, let's smack him
feet
around. I
when he
know.
looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to
Maze.
himself, this is all
Welcome.
too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the
What
ground.
the fuck?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all
I told you this game was weird.
and
Yeah,
wondered
I
if
mean,
this
I
voice
figured.
spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
I'm so woke.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one.
No.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want.
It's getting dark out.
I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Of course, we're still where we were. Do.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office.
Once again,
I am real.
it scared me
Please,
more
just
than
someone
Devour
tell
did
me
last
I'm
night.
real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
See, like, I love this shit.
This
Like,
is the story of a woman named Mariella.
who the fuck is Mariella?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh, shit.
And although she would soon turn to go
Rip,
call for
Stanley.
ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man...
I don't know.
made her
I hope
feel
everybody else
better.
is like this as much as I am.
Then she
I
remembered
find
the
this shit
meeting she had
fascinating.
scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She
And this shit was made in
time
like
for this,
2013.
so it
I
was
think this is
only
like
a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
remade. But if this is exactly how it was from 2013, I'm kind of impressed. The end is never the end, is never the end. Yeah, see, we're gonna keep on going down different paths, but the same paths, but different paths. Which now makes me
All
think
of his
maybe I should
co-workers
test all
were
these doors
gone.
again.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
My nose is starting to run. It's cold. See, this was that computer over there. Which makes me think that we're gonna go through this at least another 3 times. It's interesting. That's exactly what it is. I like it, but the guy is annoying. Well, I think that's kind of the purpose. Like, I think the guy is supposed to get on your nerves because it's supposed to push the idea, like, do you trust him? Like, is he telling you the truth? Who is he? What is he? Why is he telling you what to do? You know, like, what is his point? So it's kind of supposed to be irritating. Like, if you've ever played, like I'm not a huge, like, obviously, I'm not an insane gamer, but, like, if you've ever played, like Portal or something like that, it always makes you kind of, like, question. Like, games like this, they always make you kind of question and see, like, do I trust my gut? Do I trust what the game tells me to do? Like, it's always kind of... I love that kind of shit, because it's a different thing to do. I'm sure there's tons of other games like this, but
When Stanley came to a set
there's
of
another
2
one. I have to
doors,
find
he entered the door on his left.
I have to find the title of it. There's another game I want to do eventually that's similar to this. I think it's a little bit more up to date though. I'm gonna go to the right and see what happens.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace, its subtle charm? No.
So it's different
Stanley
narrative.
knew it was something deeper, something darker. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the
Fractured?
first open door on his left.
Is it? It's one that you know, my favorite YouTuber. It's one that he did. The one Corinne played. No, I don't think so. It was something like this, but, like, I know that, like, you could manipulate the objects to help you get through what you had to do. I watched Markiplier do it, and I didn't see the whole thing because I didn't want to ruin it for myself. But I need to find it, because now I definitely want to play that one. I don't know if he actually... I missed if he said to take the room on the left or not. We haven't done it yet. So... I'll take this one and see what happens.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What's this? I like pushing big red buttons.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Cool. So, no. Fuck. I don't have a choice to not listen to him. Oop. And I can't take the lift back up. Okie dokie.
Oh, no. No, it's
Fuck.
to the right. My mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I don't want to listen to what you tell me to do. Come on. Come on. Fuck. Alright. Hi, creepy car. Okay. Oh. This is creepy. Please hold. I really like that picture. Okay.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
Matrix
Quick, Stanley,
vibes.
close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay. From the top.
Yeah.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Get used to the keyboard. It's not that bad. See? Before it was on that computer. It's not on this one. Can't open that door. Can't open that one. It's not that one. Ooh, it's not on any of them. Hold on. Really? That's what I'm saying. It fucks with you.
When Stanley... Wait.
Oh, shit.
What? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh, fuck, guys. Oh, jeez. Can I cheese this? No. Fuck.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
god. Why is that subtitle thing stuck there?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's fun. There's a computer in there. Is it solitaire? Obviously they work really hard in that office. Okay.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Oh, come on. Really? I want to get into that room.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
This is so stupid. Okay. Well, there we That looks,
Now this...
creepy.
Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Where the fuck did the door go?
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Okay.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I have to admit that I keep taking screenshots, so please forgive me. I don't want to follow the yellow brick road. My name ain't Dorothy. Yeah, right, he's lying. Yeah, I know, he's totally lying. Well, that room wasn't open before. Oh my god. Ooh. It's a new place, so I want to go, but it's like I don't want to follow what he tells me to do, though. Fine, why not? I want to see, is it solitaire? I was right. Oh, God. Okay. It's a different number.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What the fuck? Oh my god, does anybody else hate this? Does anybody else hate this? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so bad! Why are there so many coffee cups everywhere? And why can't I go that way? It's so bad. What is this? Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. What is this? The drugs. I smell burnt toast. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Make it stop! Oh my god, What's this? Wait, what's this way? Nothing? Nothing? Okay, okay, okay. Please stop, please stop. Is it doing this on purpose to make me want to go faster? Oh god. This is so bad. This is so bad.
Cut the music.
Oh, thank God.
Go back and look at that fern.
That was a journey, guys. That was a journey right there. That in itself just was a thing that never needs to happen again. But I might want to find that as a ringtone. Anyway.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
This is a different door. We're back.
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh my god. Okay.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Yeah.
Something exciting,
Totally.
daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. See, now it's forcing me to listen to him.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Trying to understand if the voice is technically Stanley, but it's like his inner thought of like his inner dialogue of what made him like that worker drone, like that personality in his head that was created being such like a mindless zombie at work, that this is him cracking through that potential psychosis. Maybe? Am I thinking about it too much? Don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
It's possible.
And since the answer is clearly yes,
My brain
then
smash.
by all accounts, the door on the
Little
right
bit.
is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay, well, it doesn't open both. So I guess we gotta go this way.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
Start 6, start 7.
It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay.
Oh, I don't know.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
What the f... Yup. That's about right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Wonder if I'm just, like, at some point not supposed to turn the computers off. I highly doubt that it's that sensitive, but... I feel like it's leading you to do the alternates anyway, so... I just feel compelled to do that every time. There's nothing here. Although, now I'm realizing that...
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office,
This
but it didn't make a single difference.
kind of the
Nor did it
repetitiveness.
advance the story in any way.
There's no coworkers because of COVID. Oh, damn, Rosa. That's true. That is true.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Back to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I doubt we're gonna beat this in a 2-hour stream, so we've got 30 minutes left. I'll push it until we hit 30. And if we don't complete it in the 2-hour stream. I guess we'll do this again next Sunday.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there, just a kind of, tingle.
Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And we all know we're not going to do that.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
The only thing that possibly concerns me is that can you actually repeat, like, are these actually alternate endings?
Nothing but you all this time?
And I could potentially just repeat the same alternate endings and I'm supposed to actually remember all these steps I'm making? Or is that just part of this? You're supposed to actually, like, think you're making mistakes.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Alright, I'm gonna unplug it again and see what happens.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with
I feel like this is
hope
repeating.
for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Okay, so I think...
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Because this is the same thing as like that first option.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
Okay.
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome
Yep,
back.
exact
You
same
may have
thing.
noticed
Fuck.
that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative
Great.
contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
There's nothing special about this. Fuck.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Great. I can't tell if it's fucking with me or if it really is the same.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, it's the same one. I don't think that it's fucking with me. I think that it's just another round of that same ending alternate. Fuck!
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
The fuck?
Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his
How
questions.
dare you threaten a panda
And beyond
like
all
that?
probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code. Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
So annoying. Alright, I get it.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Is this annoying anybody else? Not just me.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late. Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Well, we never went back, so we never saw that. So that's interesting. But... Fuck, man.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
Annoying.
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
I wonder if it is. I wonder if
Actually
hitting
knows how
those
to do what I tell
computer...
him to. He understands that if I say
turning those
do
computers on and off
there's
or
a damn
whatever
good reason for it.
does affect the
That
endings.
thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Jesus Christ. Alright. I get it. I get it. This is the ending.
Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
Can I skip?
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both
Achievement.
correct.
You can't
be wrong
jump.
here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
Well, I got an achievement. I don't know what it was.
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it.
So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct.
I'm gonna not turn the computers off, and I'm gonna keep pushing through the right, like, over and over again. Like, there's gotta be something, like, it's gotta make him, like, you know, I don't know, like, cannot compute kind of thing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Leave that on. That's not there. What if you jump off the lift? True. See what happens.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I could probably... If I jump to the right, there's that doorway down there. I don't know if I'll make it, but... Let's see. For you, Rosa, I will try anything.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room? I mean, truly, truly, deeply, madly love.
That was a different narrative, I think. I don't remember hearing
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was
probably
so
end
bad
up
at
being the
following
last one we can
directions,
try.
It's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Let's see. Let's see what happens.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the
Oh,
wrong
there's something down
foot
there.
here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
There you go, Rosa.
Now listen carefully.
Oh no, red versus blue.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, guys, red versus blue. What do we do? Votes in chat. I know there's only 4 of you watching, but why not? I totally look fat. And I don't care. Gonna do the good old Matrix. Red pill or the blue pill. I said this was giving me Matrix vibes too when we saw the cameras. Red, blue, rude. That's not helping. Come on, we need a tiebreaker. Who's still here? I'm sure my sister dropped out a long time ago. My real sister. Anybody? Anybody else? Nope. Alright. I will go... red for Rosa.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see?
So I'm sure you're gonna have to go back through and try the blue door anyway, so.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Okay, what are you trying to show me, sir? How many times can I go around? Hey! Okie dokie.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What is this? Oh, fuck.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
This kind of gives me anxiety because it's space. But, stairs to go away. Get out of here. Fuck.
No, wait. Where are you going?
I don't care.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
Yeah.
We'll lose all of this.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of hoping. Is that what this is? I'm gonna kill myself?
Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Nah, man, I'm gonna take it from you. Alright, guys. Deuces.
No! Oh.
Damn it.
Thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back? No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley,
God damn it.
Let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
A little bit.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Cool, cool, cool. Oh, I guess we do have time for more. Alright.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Gonna leave the computers, not gonna touch them. It's probably gonna do the same thing, but try the blue door and see what happens.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic, like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
I'm bleeding? This is awkward.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Still waiting for you to take the fax machine and go postal on it. Honestly, of all machines in the office that I would ever have a problem with, it would not be the fax machine, because there was none. So, yeah. We're going to try the jump scenario again, but we're going to take the blue door.
It's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Because I think there might be 3 options here, because I see a door down there that's open, so, but I still want to try the blue door. But...
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have 0 consideration for others?
Absolutely.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Absolutely.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you.
I really doubt it.
To show you something beautiful.
Highly doubt it.
Let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood.
Stick.
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place.
It's creepy.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Absolutely.
Do not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did.
No.
And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna be a dick.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings. Does that sound good?
No.
Think we can do that? Yes?
No.
Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
World leaderboard. Okay. This is you, you dick. That's funny. Maybe we'll go in there again. I don't know. See what happens.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here?
This is a fun one. I like this part.
Yes.
We got 3 minutes to go, so I'm hoping he does a restart
Let's give it
soon.
a shot.
That might be a restart. Oh, shut the fuck up!
Is this any better?
Okay, I think we're gonna go over.
One thing you've always desired.
What the
a game
fuck?
I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that,
I've never even played
Will it ever
Minecraft.
be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here. No, here. And then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete.
It's a door.
I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
I mean, I can't. I can't? It's like, oh, there we go. Okay. What am I supposed to do?
Isn't it grand?
Oh, there we go.
Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Okay. This is like actually
Oh my.
Minecraft.
It looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Okay. Come on, dude. This is a really long alternate, actually.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love
Yes!
you trapped in a glass box with no way
Yes!
out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's
Portal, the
inspired.
first
I
Portal.
couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
Shut the fuck up. It's the music too. This makes me so, like, weirdly happy.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius. No, actually, you know what?
Oh,
I
come on.
I really don't care much to see you stumble through one of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience. Which is why, rather than continue to waste my time, I'm just going to leave you here. You can pretend you've beaten the game if it makes it any richer for you, but as for me, I've had enough. So, why don't you get cozy in this...
Bye, bitch. Oh shit, guys. Alright, you know what? Hold on, let me see. I don't know if I can pause. That's the funny thing. I know it's getting better and better. And you know what? Honestly, I'm going to stop it here. Because I feel like this is like one of those things that's going to take you really far. It might be like the main ending or something kind of like that. So I'm going to stop it here. And hopefully it saves your progress as you go. If it doesn't, I'm going to check it again and make sure. And if it doesn't, then obviously I'll have some work to do before we get back here on Sunday. But I like this so far. This is my kind of jam. I like this kind of stuff that kind of really fucks with you. And so I'm definitely gonna do this again next Sunday, probably the same time, and we'll see if we can finish it off there. And if it's like just that, then it'll be a really short stream. If it's not, then it'll be another long stream. Who knows? Who cares? But yeah. So I just want to thank everybody for coming out for my first solo stream. I still feel really weird about it, but I think this is probably going to be like one of the only games that you're going to be able to actually see me on Facecam, whatever, because my computer's not exactly like the best, but you know, I do what I can. So I guess I'll be on the lookout for anything else coming up. I may or may not be streaming on Mr. Lakota Ravic's channel later tonight, playing Star Wars with them. Maybe, not positive, because schedule got a little bit different with the snow and everything. But definitely look out. We've got D&D coming up again, and you know, some more Phasmo at the end of next week. So thanks for stopping in. Thank you to Rosa and Dave for always being here. Thank you to Coda and Corinne, obviously, for stopping in. And thank you to my sister and my brother-in-law for stopping in. That was really nice of you guys. So, yeah. So stay tuned.